How we Not a problem. Without CMC, the 49ers didn't miss a beat. They had Jordan Mason running the ball just like Benny Marshawn Lynch. He was dominating, just a pinball with force running down their throats. A career high, 147 yards rushing on his first career start. What a day for Jordan freaking Mason, man. Guy's a dog. He was unbelievable, and he paced the 49ers to a victory. Debo Samuel also had a big game, touchdown. Brock Purdy, was leading the offense. This offensive line was nice. Dominic Cooney, Trent Williams was dogging it. You know what? The 49ers put together a solid effort. It wasn't the prettiest, but guess what? Jake Moody, 6 for 6 field goals. Unbelievable. 49ers walked out of Levi Stadium with a dub. What's up? What's up, baby? Hey, baby. Oh, sorry about them Jets, baby.
I expected more, but I mean, you guys, we had no answer for me.
Yeah.
Faithful.
That's it. It's it. What a game. You guys enjoy your night. Let's go. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Love the content, bro. Keep coming.
Love the support. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You too. Be safe tonight. That's it. The Niner fans are hyped. Just fans, you know what? They were nice tonight, but they leave home sad. Dub City, Jordan Mason. I can't talk about him enough. And this defense, the defensive line, Jordan Elliott, Leonard Floyd, Nick Bosa, this D-line was eating. They pinned up Brees Hall. They didn't let him get around. They did not let him get outside, and that was the key. 49ers defensive line looks a lot better this year under new defensive coordinator, Nick Sorensen. I'm going to tell you that. That was my big takeaway. Robert Salah didn't have an answer for them big dogs. They were getting after Aaron Rodgers, got the interception, tip pass, Diameter Lenore, Demetrius Flanagan fouls, big-time interception. Again, big-time defensive performance for them boys. Fred Warner, peanut punch, set the tone early on defense, and it was fantastic, man. All in all, 49ers walk away with a victory week one. Got to be happy. Absolutely. Malik Collins looked good inside the D-line. I'm telling you, man, this interior D-line did not miss a beat without Armstead in there. It was nice. They were stuffing that run and getting pressure up the middle. It was impressive, and that's what really held them to victory. That defensive line getting pressure on Aaron Rodgers. And again, defense all over him all night. Made his life a living hell. That's it. Isaac Yadam had a big PBU on fourth down, and that's all she wrote. So, then, big game by the 49ers. I would have liked to see them score some touchdowns instead of those field goals. But, hey, 6 for 6 for Jake Moody. Everybody dogged him last year. That was a big performance for him. So, unbelievable night on week one. 49ers walk out undefeated, and they are the talk of the town. Look at that. NFC West, they got a lot to, there we go. What's up, baby? There we go. The NFC West, they got their work cut out for them because the 49ers look like they're going to rip and roll through that division again. So let's take a look at some of these comments, baby. Cooney shutting down Kinlaw. Dude, Dominic Cooney was absolutely eating out there. And you know what? Richard Sherman gave him a shout out on Twitter tonight. You got to love that. First game, and he was shining. You know what? You know what was also cool? Frank Gore. He got his little Hall of Fame induction for the 49ers Hall of Fame. He was out there, says, I was a dog. He had him hyped up at halftime. Cool to see him. Ricky Pearsall, he was there in attendance. And Sergeant Joelle Harrell, she was there. And because of Ricky Pearsall, he invited her to the game. You know, the heroics that she did to help, save his life, basically. And he invited her to the game. That was amazing to see live and in person. So just all in all, a great night. Week one, the vibes were incredible. And everybody was happy. We left with the dub. You can't beat that on week one. You know what? In order to get to 2-0, you got to start at 1-0. And tonight, the 49ers are starting at 1-0. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. A win is a win, says Chris, with too many field goals. But you know, it's the first game of the season. They didn't have their best player in offense, Christian McCaffrey, and they still put up tons of points. Again, I'll take it. Week one, you get better, you improve, and you go from there. So it wasn't too bad. The O-line, all off season, we were worried about the O-line. They looked very, very good. Trent Williams, man, I was happy he was there because he was crushing it. Nobody could get past him. And again, all of them, except for maybe Colts McKivitz, he had some, bad plays here and there. But overall, this offensive line was solid. Solid work. So let's take a look. No injuries. That's the biggest news. That's fantastic news that they walked away without any injuries. I mean, obviously Christian McCaffrey, the calf issue, but they wanted to be careful. Per Parag, I was talking to him up in the. It was crazy. We had club seats tonight, and I'm up there. Parag, we kind of knew, but we had to make this decision. And Jordan Mason on his press conference after the game said he knew he was probably starting since Friday. So I think the Niners knew. If you know, the next two games, they got Minnesota and the Rams, and both of those fields are artificial turf. So I think they wanted to be very cautious with CMC and don't want him to get hurt, because if he would have messed up that calf tonight going into those next two games, would have been dicey. So I think the 49ers made the right decision. And ultimately, they said, hey, CMC, step aside. Let's let Jordan Mason work. And he did his thing. Jordan Mason, man, you got to give him credit. Undrafted running back a couple years ago, and he made his name known tonight. Nobody knew about him in the league. I mean, Niner fans, we all know about Jordan Mason, right? Running back two. He put all that work in. A couple years ago, he had like a 1% chance of making the roster. And tonight, he played a career high 147-yard rush. That was amazing, man. That was amazing. He ran so hard, like just running like his hair was on fire. So good to see that for Jordan Mason. I was so happy for the guy. Debo gives him the chain at the end. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. So, and in the end, if you really think about it, the game's won in the trenches, and I feel like both sides, offensive line, defensive line, just dominated on the 49ers side. I think that's what the key was. They dominated just every play they could get, just crushing in the trenches, right? Javon Kinlaw, he was getting eaten alive by Dominic Quincy out there. So Niners crushed the defensive and offensive line, and that right there, that's the win. If you can't penetrate those trenches, it's gonna be a long night. And again, Leonard Floyd, man, got his first career sack with 49ers. That guy is nice. He's as advertised. I liked his motor. I think him and Bosa are going to have a fantastic year together. It was fun to see him kind of just wrapping around one side. You see Bosa on the other side. Speaking of Bosa, man, they were holding him again. You know how that goes. He's never going to get those holding calls. It was kind of wild to see, but hey, end of the day, man, Niners get the dub. Hopefully these refs can figure that out down the line, but I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to take for Nick Bosa to get some holding calls. That's it. Um, Mario says, "Do I think they're going to put CMC into a 4-week injury reserve? I don't know. I think they're just really being cautious. At the end of the day, if you got a guy like Jordan Mason who can hold it down for a while, you just got to be cautious. You don't have to put him in the injury reserve. He's out there practicing. I think they just really, really, really want to play it safe because you need CMC for the end of the season rather than for beginning of the season. I mean, yeah, you still need him because he's your best star player on the offense. But I think after seeing Jordan Mason today, they can probably rest him a little bit more. I don't think they put him on the injured reserve, but I do think they'll look at their options and see how good Jordan Mason played. Honestly, that's really it. It's just a matter of the next two games. Do they feel like they should risk CMC? If they don't, sit him out. Jordan Mason showed that he's an absolute dog, man. An absolute dog. Chris says Fred Warner led the charge with the forced fumble. Yeah, that play set the tone on defense. When Fred Warner came out and he got that peanut punch, like everybody was fired up. And just that's what it was. The crowd was intense. There was a lot of people tonight. It was a huge crowd. I mean, honestly, for a home opener, man, this was electric. And as you see, I'm still in line waiting to get out of here. So a lot of fans, they were screaming, yelling. The vibes are insane. And I think that play from Fred Warner really set the tone tonight. That's really what it was. So um, that's it. But in any case, we'll be back live a little later. I want to hopefully get out of this stadium and get home. I shouldn't have taken the VTA tonight, huh? But it is what it is. We'll be back. Niners get the dub week 1 against the Jets. Monday Night Football, success. We'll talk to you later. Appreciate y'all. Go Niners. Bang, bang. Gang.
Might as well just keep on walking.